Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a very daring composition and my personal favorite from the house of Chanel. This fragrance is known as Chanel Egoiste. Came out in 1990, and this is an EDT Eau de Toilette concentration. It should be noted that this fragrance was actually originally released in 1987 under a different name, Bois Noir, and it was only available in Chanel boutiques. In 1990, it was reformulated and re-released under the name Chanel Egoiste. So I have the most recent formulation. So you should note that there's also a flanker called Platinum Egoiste. So when I ordered Egoiste, I was accidentally sent the Platinum version of this. This was the original, just the Egoiste was very hard for me to find. I was able to track it down for actually quite a decent price. So this is a very unique and somewhat offbeat scent. It's very sexy, very arousing, and extremely provocative. So I'm just going to take the top off and give it a spray in the back of my hand. So that initial spray is a somewhat sweet, skanky, but very sexy, boozy rose cinnamon that's oily and animalic. That's a big part of it. It's very animalic and oily, I find. It's like a drunk man wearing a tuxedo at a party. As it dries down, you get some tobacco over top of vanilla and sandalwood, but this oily animalic undertone is there throughout the whole fragrance. And later on, it becomes darker, more brooding, still sweet, increasingly addictive, but the note of the rose and cinnamon starts to become smoother and more blended with the vanilla and sandalwood. But the defining characteristic for me in this fragrance is that sweet, oily, animalic base that is very, very skanky, but still appealing. As advertised, the top notes are Brazilian rosewood, coriander, mahogany, and Sicilian mandarin. The mid notes are cinnamon, damask rose, and carnation. The base notes are sandalwood, tobacco, vanilla, leather, amber, and ambrette. I get 7 to 8 hours out of this easily. It's very nice fragrance as you draw closer. The projection is decent. The scent bubble is moderate. But once you get into about half an arm's length, it's a spectacular, it's an arousing fragrance. It's very sexual, very, very erotic. When people talk about sweet fragrances, this is what I think of sweet. It's sexy, but it is animalic. It's oily to a certain extent. This is a daring composition that is extremely distinctive, and I can recognize almost immediately. I would say this is something you want to try before you buy. And it's also a fragrance, and I think this should be worn by gentlemen that are maybe 30 and up or late 20s and up. It's something that it may take a little bit of wear for you to appreciate it and to figure it out, like what circumstance you should wear it in, because it's not an office wear. It's not for every type of situation. It has to be used with somewhat caution because of this animalic sweetness it has. But it's definitely something worth investigating. I don't think you would be disappointed if this is something you would like to start wearing if you're getting a little bit older, a little more mature, and you're getting tired of the same old bubblegum scent, and you want to move to something that's more sophisticated, more refined, and more unusual. This would be up your alley. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and notification bell. Any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will always answer you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.